Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Rich and Lucy. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Lucy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. The left hand is then free to give any correction that we give, and the only correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Those dogs barking, by the way, are not ours, they're our neighbors. You'll be instructed on how to use your training equipment when Lucy comes home. Now she's sitting nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling.
Lucy, heel.
The command is Lucy heel, and at this point her job is to stay even with Rich's left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind. And each time that he stops his feet, she's been taught to sit automatically and wait for her next command. So when you're walking your dog, she should be walking nicely right next to you, and each time that you stop your feet to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting nicely and waiting for her next command. The next command is the sit stay. It's for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. It helps to develop attention span and maturity, and you can practice it right in your living room. That's your long sit stay, and Rich and Lucy are going to run through the heel and the sit and the stay again for us. Remember, heeling is proper walking on a leash. No dragging you, no forging ahead, no sniffing, no jumping on people, nice leash walking, nice leash etiquette. The sit stay you can practice right in your living room. You don't have to go outside. And it's 1 minute working up to 3 minutes. And it helps to build attention span. Now that's the recall exercise. Rich called her in. You use her name in a happy voice, and she comes right in and sits facing your knees. And that eliminates her jumping all over you. The recall exercise should always be a happy command. Rich will show that to you again.
Stay.
He leaves her in a stay. And then he uses her name, he lightens his tone of voice, and she comes right in front and sits automatically. And then he has her go back around to heel position and back sitting, ready for her next command. And all of these exercises are to be used in your home as well as outside of your home for good manners at all times. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is down from a heel position. So you're open flat of your palms straight down toward the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her exactly as he did on the sit stay, returning all the way back around to her shoulders. And remember, each time that you return to that original heel position, she expects to get another command. And Rich will demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. And he told her to stay. Long down stay is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes, and this is a great exercise to practice while you're eating dinner, sitting on a couch having a chat. He called her in out of that exercise, and then she goes all the way back around to heel position and back sitting. Good job. Now the last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. Always have your dog seated before you attempt to put them into any down. Rich leaves her in a sit stay, walks out to the end of his training leash. He's going to use his right hand to give the command and drops her into a down. That was perfectly done. And then he returns back to her. Now we've demonstrated for you Lucy's heel, her automatic sit, her stay, her down from a distance, and her come. These are the exercises that you're going to practice with her. Rich will be your trainer tomorrow, and he's going to be able to answer any questions that you may have about her possession or food aggression and explain everything about her obedience training. She's done a great job here at school. She's a really bright girl. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.